The Sultan and the Caliph 15. Kim, Jinmi. Only the Sultan and Caliph remain. Brother, my butler couldn't sleep and went to work early in the morning. Too bad. After all, you are the butler first. I'm still thinking of sister. Brother-sister is gone, but the butler is our family and protector, so how can I not worry? Yes. Caliph. I wish I could think like you. Anyway, if the writer next door comes to my house one more time, I'll use my claws and all my teeth to grind her face. I will never forgive her. Shudder. Brother is the one who does it, but the woman next door, that scratches her fat face, ugh, it's terrible just thinking about it, but brother, if you do such a thing, our butler must be responsible. Are you going to ask for a huge amount of compensation for that witch's personality? And the most terrible punishment would be to tell our butler to take responsibility for the rest of her life because she ruined her face and couldn't even marry her? If she's that witch, she's great enough. Ugh, that's creepy, gulp, dot. What? I hadn't even thought of that. You are more thoughtful than me. Yet. I always put the butler first, so it's different from you, brother. Yes. Even if I don't love the butler, I can't make it that way. But how do we get rid of this grudge? Can't there be something good? Without hurting or losing our butler, how can we punish the witch harshly? Let's squeeze our brain. Caliph. We have a head for a time like this. Head. I've never thought of anything bad, so I don't know. Brother. Hey. What am I doing because I want to do something bad? Aren't you supposed to get revenge on our sister? We can't open and close the door because the wall is blocked, and we don't even know the door password? Get out right now and go to the house next door? And what are you going to do with the house next door? Brother? No matter what we attack, no matter what we overturn the house. Whether we eat it or not, our butler will be responsible for everything. Ah! I'll go mad. Now. In this case, don't think of it as a dog's head, but think of a time when you were a person in your previous life. Now. We are people now people. Last time, brother looked at me and said that I was a dog, not a person, so you should calm down when you see me. Noisy. You are a human now. Don't you have to have a good IQ to use your brain? Yes, yes. Brother. I'll think about it. I'm not sure if I'll come up with a good idea. I'm going up to the cat tower, so you should think about it in a good spot. It is good to meditate. So, for now, I'm going into a human state. Understand? Yes, brother. I will try. After a while. Brother, I have a good idea. Why don't I break through the wall of the veranda again and brother enters and messes up when the writer next door is sleeping? Of course, the hole should be small. So that only brother can pass. Since brother is thinner than sister, you can make sure the hole is smaller than the last time, but it won't show up at all, right? Are you saying that you were thinking of that? If house is messed up, she'll look for it, and if she finds a hole in the wall, she'll immediately pour it on our butler and claim damages. Is it? Then I don't know anymore. No matter what brother thinks, I am bothered by revenge or whatever. I'm just a simple dog. My head hurts. Done. What would you ask me to do? Seriously, no matter how much we want to get revenge on her, it's beyond our ability. I should pray for sister's well-being and hope to see you again in the next life. By the way, brother, how about the butler meet a good girl soon? That's the part I can't help at all, but you still go for a walk outside every weekend, don't you? At that time, you would like to see if there are any good women other walkers and approach them no matter what, so that the butler will have a chance to talk to woman. Oh? There was such a way. Am I really that bad brain? Why didn't I think of that? You are also a genius. I can't go out, so there's no way I can help the butler. It's up to you. And since you love the butler more than I do, you can truly help from the heart. Find a good woman. I see. Now, instead of just looking at the ground, I will take a good look at women. After a few days. Caliph, let's go for a walk. Come to think of it, the road was freezing and cold last week, and there was an emergency next door, and I was so tired that I couldn't even take you for a walk. Let's have fun running today. I also lack exercise, so I think I will have to run a bit. Mung. 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 Done. Come on out. From today on, I will also turn on the lights on my eyes and take a look. I'll find a good girl. Butler. Let's see. Where's the good girl? But what kind of girl is a good girl? Everyone is heavily armed with thick clothes, hats, and gloves, so it's hard to see their faces. Does my butler like slim girls? Or like chubby girls? Everyone's clothes are thick, so I don't know their body shape, and it would be nice to know what style butler prefers. Does brother know that? First, I have to approach the young woman. Oh! That girl looks fine. Woof woof. Oh my goodness! Do you have anything to do with me? Ah! Sorry. He's never been a troublemaker, so why is he like that? Why is he barking at strangers? Are you surprised, lady? No. I wasn't surprised. I think this puppy has something to say to me. He can't. Do you know this woman? No. After you were born at a friend's house, you didn't go anywhere except to come to my house and didn't meet anyone, right? Except for the writer next door. Oh? Do you have the writer living next door? Which apartment do you live in? It's a Borum apartment. Do you know there? Borum apartment? I'm sure I've heard it somewhere, but you're not talking about the famous female novelist Byun Hashin, who lives in Borum's apartment, right? Oh, come to think of it, I think she was Miss Byun, but I don't know her name, but I think it is. Is she famous? What? There's no one who doesn't read her book these days, don't you know? You said you live next door? If it were me, I would visit every day, get autographs, talk about books, take pictures, and make a fuss. Oh my god, can't you meet writer Byun with me? Oh, this. I don't want to disturb the author. She likes to work undisturbed all day. If she is concerned about her surroundings, feels uncomfortable. Oh my goodness! Are you still seeing each other? Next time, can you get the autograph from writer Byun and give it to me? I'll give you my contact information. It would be better to get an autograph or, if possible, to get an autograph on the author's books, but I can't bring it with me right now. Next time we meet, I will give you books of Byun, so please get me an autograph. Well, is that so? I go for a walk with this guy at this time on the weekend. If you come to this place at this time next week, I'll pick it up. But I have never been to the writer's house, but the writer usually comes to my house. What, really? It is said that she hides her face and rarely interacts with other people, because she is a veiled writer and is more popular. Even if the fans wanted to visit, they couldn't come. Help! Then see you here next week. How many books will you bring? Author Byun's books have been published in 10 volumes. Would it be too heavy to bring them all? I'll put it in my bag. Please. I'm sorry for asking this in the beginning. In that sense, I will eat lunch today. Is there any place you want to go near here? I have a dog right now, so it's hard to go anywhere. Mung. 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 Look. This dog is also telling me to go eat together. Right? Bastard. Wall. Wall. Look. He wags his tail and is happy. Go. I'll buy you something delicious, so next week, please get all my books and autographs. Don't worry, the dog can be left on a pole or tree outside the door for a while. I'm fine with that too. I will go to my regular restaurant. It's comfortable and nice there. Yes, yes. Nearby restaurant. How about it? Is the atmosphere okay? Yes. It's my first time here. I didn't know there was a place like this in this town. I also have a dog. So I come here sometimes. I didn't bring my dog today, but next week I'll bring my dog too. What's the dog's name? Caliph. Caliph? The Caliph, the leader of Islamic politics and religion. Yes, that is correct. I have a cat in the house, and that guy is a sultan. Aha! That's right. Are you sure your religion is Islam? No. I majored in Western history, but mostly Islamic countries. I wrote my master's thesis on caliphs and sultanates. Aha! That's right. So what are you doing now? I wanted to study more, but I have to earn money first, so I am doing a job that has nothing to do with history at the company. If I make some money, I want to do a PhD. In the Department of History, it is said that even after completing a master's or doctoral degree, it is difficult to find a job. Also, hiring a professor is more difficult, and you seem to be of some age. Can you just quit your job and study? Oh, there are a lot of mistakes in this first meeting. I also have to introduce myself. I am a civil servant. I work here at the ward office. I recently became 8th grader. I also graduated from the College of Education, but I was preparing for the entrance exam of teacher, but my major was biology, so there were not many seats, so I quit and studied for the 9th grade civil service exam, and I barely got it. It's been a few years. As time goes by, I get promotions, my salary goes up by itself, and I have to work for a long time before I can get a full-time job, so I want to go to retirement age. Oh? You are a civil servant. I think you will do well as a teacher. You are very sociable, and I think you'll treat kids well. Kids? Ah, kids these days are so hard, so when I hear stories from my friends who made it to the end of the entrance exam of teacher, their blood pressure rises. My friend also studied really hard and had a hard time getting the job, but she said she regretted why she became a teacher because the stress at school was so great because of the kids. Not only do they not listen to their teachers, but also ignore their teachers. The students are also rude, but the parents are even more. She was carrying her resignation because she felt frustrated. The only hope, though, is a vacation. If it hadn't been for vacation, she would have already resigned. After hearing that, I think I did a good job in changing from the teacher exam to the civil service exam. But this is not a very rewarding job. Everyone is having a hard time. I am working as an ordinary office worker in an ordinary company. If possible, I wanted to be a teaching position at school, but the school didn't hire me. I am satisfied with my job now. Thank company for hiring me. Be on time for work. I don't have a lot of overtime work. Even if it is, I can work from home. I can't leave the house because of the Sultan and the Caliph. I like a place with accurate commute times. Oh! Meal has arrived. Lunch specials, this menu is the best. Eat this together today and eat something else next week. Yes. It looks delicious. My house. Caliph? It was a long walk today, did anything good happen? Brother. I did what I did today. I approached woman and made her eat together. I was tied outside the door, but when I looked inside, the atmosphere was good. Were they having a serious conversation? The biggest revenge for the writer next door is for our butler to meet a really nice girl and be happy. Isn't it? Brother. Of course. When the witch next door insults and shames our butler, and our butler finds a better woman than writer and makes him happy, there's no better revenge than that. Good job. Yes. Do you think it will go well? Of course. Butler decided to meet again next week. But the reason is because it's the writer next door, but it's a bit uncomfortable. What? Why is the witch next door out there? The lady I met today is a fan of the writer next door. So she asked Butler today to bring all of the witch's books and get her autographed, and she bought her food. Can she? Well, the witch has to do something to help our Butler. Would that make the guilt a little lighter? Anyway, Butler decided to meet and have dinner together next week. I think it will be fine.